So the determinants of demand are the factors affecting the demand, or we can say the factors which can cause the shift in demand are the income of the buyer, the number of the buyers, the taste of the buyer, the price of the substitutes, and the future expectations about the prices. So I will discuss with you one by one. First of all, that how the income of the buyer is affecting the demand. So, through this graph, I will try to explain that whenever the price rises given the prices, that when income or other factors changes, what will be the effect on the quantities demanded or on the demand line. So, we have suppose this one is the graph, the price of A, the quantity demanded of A. When the price is 1, we say suppose someone is buying, the price is 6, we say the person is buying 2, the price is 5, buying 4, the price is 4, buying 6, the price is 3, buying 8, the price is 2, buying 10, the price is 1, buying 12. Just suppose these are the prices and these are the quantities given, that the buyer who is willing and able to buy these quantities at these prices. So when we connect them on the graph paper, that when price is 6, we say the buyer is buying 2. When the price is 4, the buyer is buying 4 items. When the price is 3, the consumer or the person is buying 6 items. And when the price is 8, the person 2, the person is buying 8 items. And at price 1, the person is buying 10. At price 6, person is buying 2. At price 5, person is buying 4. At price 3, person is buying 8. At price 2, person is buying 10. At price 1, the person is buying 12. So when we connect these points, we have the demand line. So this is the actual demand line. We denote, we show this line with the T0. So then we have drawn this graph. When we have this demand schedule, at this time we have maintained these address variables. It means everything else is constant when we are talking about these prices and the quantities, and everything else is the income, number of buyers, the taste of the buyer, price of substitutes, future expectations about the prices, So now first of all we are checking the impact of the income. Income is the earning or the buying power of any person. That when the income rises, when we say that income of the buyer increase, what will be the impact of that rise in the income on the buyer? So we say that these are the factors which are affecting or shifting the demand line, either to the inward direction or to the outward direction. So when income rises, we believe that whenever the income rises, the most of the times or usually the people they buy more of a good if the good is the normal good. Normal goods are those goods which we want to buy, but we buy less because of our purchasing ability. So whenever the income of the buyer, our income rises, we buy more. So when income of the buyer rises, we see that at all available prices, the person is now buying more. At 6 now person is buying 4, at 5 person is buying 6, at 4 now buying 8, at 3 now buying 10, at 2 now buying 12, and at 1 now buying 14. So at all available prices, now the person is able or can afford to buy more goods is compared to the previous quantities. So if we put the same data, the second data on the graph paper, we can say that when the price is 6, now person is willing to buy 4 items. And when the price is 5, the person is willing to buy 6 items. More than 2 more items is compared to the previous purchase. At 4 price, the person is willing to buy 8. Previously, the person was able to buy only 6. At 3, the person is willing to buy 10. Previously 8. At 2, the person is willing to buy 12. Previously 10. And at 1, the person is now willing to buy 14. Previously 12. So when we connect these dots, we have outward shift in the demand line. It means at all available prices, now the person is able to buy more quantities as compared to the previous quantities. So we have new line and we give that line the new name, the D1. It shows that there is a shift in the demand line. So there is an outward shift in demand curve or demand line, or we can say outward or rightward shift in the demand line. So whenever there is an outward shift occurs in the demand line or in any line, we say now the more quantities as compared to the previous quantities. And you can reverse this income example. We say that whenever the income of the person falls, then what will be the impact on the buying behavior of the person? So that whenever the income falls, now we say that when the income of the buyer decreases, 8 price 6, previously the person was buying 2, now person is buying 0. At 5, previously the person was able to buy 4, now 2. At 4, now buying 4. At 3, now buying 6. At 2, now buying 8. And at 1, now buying 10. So you can see that when income falls, the quantities also fall. So when we put the same figures on the graph paper, we have like this one, that at 6 we have nothing to buy, or this person is buying nothing. At 5 buying 2, at 4 buying 4, at 3 buying 6, at 2 buying 8 and 81 buying 10. So when we connect these dots, we have inward shift, and we suppose give this dot line the D2 name, that the new demand line, which is that whenever the income of the buyer falls, it shifts the demand line towards the inward direction or towards the leftward direction. It means at all available prices, the buyer is buying less as compared to the previous purchases. So we can say that there is an inward shift in the demand curve, or we can say the leftward shift in the demand curve, and we can apply the same graph on all other factors which are affecting the demand line. So another factor which can affect the or shift the demand line is the number of the buyers. Number of buyers means the people who are present in the market. If suppose today there are two people, they are buying 2 cups of tea, 8 rupees, 10 rupees. If another person is coming and entering in that city, and due to the increase in the number of the people now, when we collect the data, suppose we have received the data that now at same price that people have purchased 4 or 5 cups. So this creates the confusion. So we have to check that why there is an increase in demand, even though the price is not fixed, does not change. So we can say that due to the number of increase in the number of the people, the demand at all available prices will rise. So when number of buyers increase, the people buy more at all available prices. 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. It means we have this D1 line. That means when number of buyers increase, people buy more. And the vice versa, that when the number of buyers decreases, we say that people are willing to buy less at all available prices. We say B2. So when number of buyers increases, it creates shift, and that shift towards the outward direction. And when the number of buyers decreases, it shifts the demand line towards the inward direction. It means demand will decrease. Another factor which is shifting the demand line is the taste of the buyer, the liking and disliking of the buyer. That we say that whenever the taste of the buyer becomes negative, it means now people, they are not willing to buy more. They don't like any product, just like the bird flu. After the news of the bird flu, people prefer to buy less. Or even sometimes nowadays many items are known, it's just like the lemons or vitamin C fruits. These are suggested by the experts as a cure for the coronavirus. So when we say that when the taste becomes positive, it means now people want to buy more of anything, then they buy more at all available prices. Just suppose we say this is the original line, and we have given this one is a D1, D0 name. This is D0 means original, and we are putting 2 different lines, inward and outward. So when the taste becomes positive, means now I like it more. It's all available prices. I will prefer to buy more, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14. So we have this line B1, which means it will shift the demand curve towards the outward direction, and the vice versa. If we say suppose the taste becomes negative, now the people don't like it, then it's all available prices. These are the prices, these are the quantities. When taste becomes negative, that we say 6, previously buying 2, now buying 0, 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are the quantities person is willing to buy when twist become negative, means less at all available prices. So we have the two line, means the demand line will shift inward direction. And the price of the substitutes. Another factor which is also playing very important role is the price of the substitutes. Price of the substitutes means the substitutes are those goods which are used as alternates, just like the Pepsi for the Coke, Miranda for the Fanta, Mobilink for the U-phone, and various other products like the mobile phones, like the medicines. There are many alternatives, transportation modes, alternatives, even food items. There are variety of the items they can be used as an alternate. So, similarly, when we say the price of substitute increases, really what happens that when we buy anything, sometimes we prefer to buy another similar thing along with the original thing. Means we usually use two different items. Sometimes I suppose prefer to drink one kind of the soft drink and another kind of the soft drink another time. But usually I prefer one type of the soft drink. So when price of the substitute, which is the alternate of this product, increases, then I buy more of the same thing which I am buying, but sometimes I buy another item, or sometimes I buy two different goods just to create the variety. So when the price of substitute rise, it means we prefer to buy more of the original thing, means same thing. So it shifts the demand curves towards the outward direction, and it means when the alternate become costly, I will buy more of this thing, and due to this one, at all available prices, I will buy more. So we have new line, the outward shift line, and the demand will rise, and vice versa. If the price of substitute falls, instead of buying this product, whatever the product this one is, either a food item or cellular phone or network or any other item, that if the price of the substitute falls, I prefer to buy substitutes more and I will buy less of this thing. So that is why we have to buy less at all available prices. So it will shift the demand line towards the inward direction, that whenever the demand of anything substitute, the price of substitute falls, I prefer to buy that more as compared to this product or the product which I am buying. And another factor, which is the important factor which is shifting the demand line, is the future expectations about the prices. There are forecasting or the predictions about the future prices of the different items, that the price will rise or that the price will fall. Just like the petrol expectation that on every first date of the month the prices change, we have the new prices, so that's why sometimes when there is an expectation that the price of the item which I am buying today will rise tomorrow, then at all available prices I will buy more. I prefer to buy more because I wanted to save by both. Sometimes goods cannot be saved for the longer time periods, you cannot store them. But most of the times when the price of anything is expected to rise, we rush to buy more things. If someone has informed you that the tomorrow price of the petrol will rise, you will rush to the petrol pump to get more petrol just to save some money. And vice versa, that when someone inform you, when the news channel or when someone has predicted, there is a news that tomorrow price will fall, then you will buy less today. You will wait for tomorrow, that tomorrow prices will fall and you will buy more. So there will be inward shift in the demand line. So these are the major factors which are causing shift, though there are many other factors, but mostly in economics we use these factors to explain the factors shifting the demand line towards the outward or towards the inward or